that God has given them on their heart, and then they actually act upon it, right? And Carol is one of those people where you had something that God gave you, and it's been amazing to watch what she's done with that. So, Carol, tell us a little bit about what God gave you, what that looked like, and where your napkin dream started.
Yeah, so a couple years ago, 2 years ago, April 2013, I went on a mission trip to Mazatlan with the Mazatlan building team, and while I was there, God put a vision on my heart that I was to come back and build gardens there. And so as soon as I got back, we got on the road to building sustainable and organic gardens. I went back 6 months later on a vision trip with Wes Davis. 6 months after that, we had our first garden installed in Mazatlan. And as soon as I returned, God put on my heart that although we're doing a great job in Mazatlan, there are hungry sheep here in our own backyard. And so he led me to Bremerton, where we happened to be launching a campus as well, and we started building gardens in Bremerton. Last year we harvested over 600 pounds of fresh fruits and vegetables for the Bremerton Food Line in our first garden.
Amazing. And you named this something, right?
So this is Seeds of Grace, and it was just definitely a vision that God put on my heart from there. Yeah.
Okay, so share, because that is, it's awesome to hear about and pretty amazing. And then there's that okay, but that takes there's big faith that goes in that. So share, what was your biggest faith moment in this journey?
So before he gave me this vision, and he kind of tormented me through the process. And knowing the control freak that I am, he was laying this on my heart in a way that I didn't quite understand. And so when I would ask him in my prayers for clarification all through the week that I was building a feeding center, he would say, well, if you have to ask, Carol, you're not ready to know. And of course that just increased my torment, because I would say, yes, I am. And so it finally got to a point where I said, okay, God will make me ready. And immediately, the very next day, he gave me that vision. And so from that point on, this has been nothing but God. I've never before run a nonprofit organization. We're now a bona fide nonprofit. I've never before gone on a mission trip that I ran. It's something new to me. But he's taken this and turned me into an apostle. And it's a phenomenal experience. It's really amazing what God will do when you give him the control.
Well, share with everyone, what is the vision for Seeds of Grace?
So our mission statement is that Seeds of Grace builds sustainable organic gardens in impoverished neighborhoods around the world to feed God's sheep, based on John 21:17. And our vision upcoming is to build 5 gardens here locally in the next 4 to 6 months, and also another garden down in Mexico each year. It's untold how many years we'll be able to do that. And in 2017 we'll be going to Taiwan. We're really, at this point, we'll be building a prison ministry and an international training facility. And so what God's doing is amazing, and I'm just in awe of the work that's happening here.
Well, I think the thing that's pretty amazing about that is you have to take that first step. And Carol, thank you for sharing that encouragement with each of us, because I just wonder what's stirring in your heart that God's asking, are you ready for? And maybe that prayer is today that you're encouraging us with, is to be ready for that. So visit Carol. We also have some other really passionate New Lifers out in the lobby that have their place on the wall, have their napkin dream, and they're just ready to embrace that. So I encourage you to visit Carol, visit her out there for encouragement, find out more about Seeds of Grace and our other New Lifers out there. So it's going to be a great morning. Glad you're here. Go ahead and watch this.